These are trays that just came out of my Harvest Right Home freeze dryer. I did some yogurt that I had poured and smoothed into these brownie pans made of silicone and then pre-froze them in my freezer. This particular silicone tray has cheesecake filling inside it that I got. It is made by Philadelphia, and it has 24.3 ounces in the tub. So here are 4 trays. The first one is little flowers that I piped out using a frosting baker's tool, or a bag rather. And I did some little flowers, and then I just did one straight line of the very end of the bag and cut it into pieces before I froze it. I always pre-freeze everything before I freeze dry it, and it is very good. It has the taste still after freeze drying. Sometimes you lose a little bit of the flavor, but in this case it still tastes like cheesecake. Very good. It's nice and dry. Make for great snacks or even to decorate party favors. I might next time even fill the trays full of yogurt or cheesecake and then put one of these right on top of it as a decoration, because it would stick when it's still wet. Now, this tray has cheesecake with Cool Whip on top, and all I did was put the cheesecake filling into the brownie silicone molds halfway, and then the rest of it with Cool Whip. But it is very tasty, but the Cool Whip is kind of tacky, and these have been in the freeze dryer for 30 hours, which should have been sufficient to dry. Since there's such a high content of fat and sugar, I don't know that it would ever lose that tackiness. So I will put these in a jar for immediate use and put them in the refrigerator. I will tell you that these things are extremely good straight out of the freezer when they're frozen as a good cool dessert snack. But of course this one would be dry and crunchy, whereas the ones in the freezer would still be a little creamy. This one I already cut in half so that you could see on the inside. Oops, it's a little bright. Get an idea. Half and half there, cheesecake and the Cool Whip. But I'm not sure that I'll do Cool Whip again, at least not that thick. I had a couple little flowers that I did of just Cool Whip, and even that's a little tacky, and that's a pretty small flower. So I don't know if I added 3 or 4 more hours if it would ever not be sticky. I have my doubts. I wanted to try it though. These 2 trays are just French vanilla yogurt that I smoothed the yogurt into trays like this, pre-froze, popped them out until I had enough to put on these freeze dryer trays. Let me go ahead and cut one in half, because that is a little thicker than what I typically fill it in my stainless steel trays. Looks good. It's dry all the way through. It would be a darker color right straight across the center if it was not dry yet. And it could be a little tacky too, but one signifier is a darker color right there in the middle. So, nice dessert, refreshing dessert if you eat them straight out of the freezer when they're cold. But these are for long-term storage, with exception of the cheesecake filling with the Cool Whip. Those I'll put in this jar here and put them in the refrigerator to eat soon. So, I will tell you that I did have the settings at 7 hours freeze and 8 hours dry, because I pre-freeze everything solid. Thank you for watching.